Jason Stitcher. With me as always is Commissioner Sudds. How are you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing fine.
Jason just played 2.5 hours of pickup hockey, or 2 hours plus pickup hockey here at Rocket Sportsplex on a Tuesday night. Now it's becoming more of a tradition now. We've got 12 people show up today.
Yeah, it was a good time. 12, 13 people.
Something that Jason and Owen have actually spearheaded themselves. Great idea. Basically, it's a chance for you to pick up play, get some practice in, get some free playing time in. You may not be able to use all 3 courts. They only use 2 courts in 1 court. It only costs $5 to play the entire session, to be 2 or 3 hours long. It's a great chance for you to work on your skills, goalie skills, scoring skills, passing skills, endurance, come out and have fun. Especially if you're here locally out there, $5 is a great way to spend your night and get some fun. So FYI. Go on the Facebook page, look at them on the Facebook page that we've already created. If you have a question about them or want to play, email the league.
Yep, and it's open to everybody, including if you have children. We normally have an empty net so the children can shoot on the empty net.
Well, these are children, so they're all children.
Right. Absolutely.
All right, let's go to the week 2 action we had last Sunday. And just FYI, just like last week, there should be a ticket goal on the bottom here. Some on the bottom goal right across, right, flashing even now. The scores and 3 stars of the game last week, so you can at least, as you watch, see who did well last week, who won, who had the goals, who had the stars out there. So our way of saying, watch, give you more information at the same time, without talking too much in this case.
Right, and the humor should be better this time. So last time was not up to par, but this time it should be better. So.
Speaking of humor,
Just say, you said to wear a tie last week. So.
Yeah, I also said to wear a shirt too. I said to wear toilet paper.
Does this not qualify?
Does
this not qualify, ladies and gentlemen? I really don't know. He didn't do a good job explaining.
Let's go to week 2 action here. First game of the week last week featured the Puck Buddies going against the Bunkmaster Redux. David Sudds had the Bunkmaster Redux as 4.5 goal underdogs with new goalie making her debut, Jenna. All right, Jenna playing in nets for Bunkmaster Redux in a game that was actually very, very well played. Were you here, Jason, about that game?
I was not, but I heard all about it from everybody.
And what you heard was Jenna was outstanding in nets, stoned Jake Blumen, which is not easy to do, 2 or 3 times on a breakaway, and only gave up 1 goal on 40 shots through regulation, and lost in the shootout on a controversial goal that was waved off in the shootout, and they won at the end. Buckmaster had a chance to win it, but they had a goal but it was ruled that it was in the rebound or shootout, not the initial shots, so it was waved off. Close call for win against Buckmasters. But however, Jenna played very, very well. Was outstanding, and if she plays like that in this league, she's going to be a top 2 or 3 goalie, bar none overall. So a lot of people say about Jenna overall. So Buckmaster actually stole a point from the Puck Buddies.
Like I said in last week's podcast, the Puck Buddies are not invincible, and we saw it today, especially when you have a goaltender of that skill level.
Absolutely, and they had Jake there, so they couldn't have Jake there, so Jake had his shots. So, and Jake's the first one to tell you she's very good. So Jenna, great debut. Congratulations. Buckmasters get a very big point in that game. The Puck Buddies get the 2 points in the shootout overall. Game number 2 featured the All Blacks and the Untouchables. Again, I'm not sure if you were there, but we missed that game as well too. A game that again where the All Blacks a mismatch on paper, and it was. The Untouchables couldn't score goals. The All Blacks were dominating, and our player of the week, Gail Valentine, congrats again, 2 goals, 2 assists, as chosen by me at the commissioner's office out there. Had a great game, I thought, and a chance at a hat trick, couldn't quite complete it. But player of the game, she helped Mike Johnson, Jason Liberté, and the All Blacks to a 7-0 whitewashing of the Untouchables. You put the Untouchables last season. You did not, but you did probably play with them you played before, actually, the first season out there. They won the DCHL Cup, right? My main concern with them is scoring. What do you think about the Untouchables?
Again, I don't really remember much about the Untouchables, so we played them, I think, 2 seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure how much roster turnover there's been from season to season, so I really don't have much to comment, except that, they're the rec champions, so, I think that says it all.
They play good defense, have good goaltending, but I think you'll find the fact that playing against a quality pro team like the All Blacks, top 4 team. This is what pro is all about. You get goal scoring. If you don't goal scoring, you get suffer. So I know they're doing their best to score goals out there. It's not a knock on them. It's just how tough pro is. Next thing we have on the tab was the Queensback Blues, which is actually your team, going against License to Thrill. About 3 feature games of the week out there. You were next. Tell me what you saw.
I saw a lot of goals scored against me. Congrats, Krill, on your hat trick. Congrats, Krill, on your hat trick. That was very well done. Greenback Boogies is still a new team. I love them to death, but defensively, there are some things that I think we need to work on. Just gelling. Got beat on some breakaways, got beat on some 2-on-1s. I'm not going to beat ourselves up about it. I'm sure if we ever see LTT again, the result will be different.
I thought for LTT's game, they acted with paper. They were the better team on paper because obviously there was a benching team, so they had a bench there. And they took advantage. Krill had a great game. Barb had a great game. Kenta, who some of you know from previous season, played for Triple D's team, came back and played goal for them, could be their goalie now. Had a great game as well, too. So they did what they had to do. They played very, very well. The Greenback Boogies, I think we found a star. Anthony Kramer, that guy, looks like he's going to be a star this week out there. Speed, had 2 goals, probably 3 or 4 more. So this could be the building, this could be the store between Greenback Boogies out there. And also, I think his girlfriend Diane, or his friend Diane, also played very well too. So and Roger Wolf is good to me as well too as a defenseman. So I see a lot of talent on this team. Again, free agent team, second game of the season, first time playing together. It's going to take some time, especially in the defense end out. But I think one thing that you might help them out with is communicate the net, tell more people out, tell them where to go, and help them keep time. If you do that, we'll probably get the goal.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about the 2 expansion teams later, but just really quickly, True Jackson and Hope, their inaugural season at DCHL had the same problem. They didn't win a single game in their inaugural season. It takes time for teams to gel. So I'm not worried at all.
Especially all 3 teams.
Yes,
and you know what? You mentioned Krill had the hat trick. Let's see what Krill had to say. He was our player of the game, MVP, and he interviewed him after the game out there. Let's see what Krill had to say this past Sunday.
License to Thrill moving to 1-1 on the season with a 5-2 victory over the Greenback Boogies, being joined by our first star
in the third.
being joined by our first star Kirill here. 3 goals and an assist on the night. What a day for you, huh?
I agree, but it's all defense. Our new goalie, it's outstanding. I mean, I didn't have to do much, just play my game, and goalie and defense did everything else.
Yeah, they had a lot to help you out here. But all right, play of the game we want to talk about here. When you and I believe it was Barbara on the 2-on-1, just a textbook way to do it. Talk us through how that play went.
Oh, it was beautiful. I mean, actually, our defenders had the play. I got the long pass. I gave it to Barbara, and she just gave it back for the goal. It was easy. It was perfect.
All right, you guys have moved to 1-1. It's a new season. It looks like you guys have some more offensive spark. How do you feel going forward? Do you think this is going to be a year you make the Final Four?
I think the difference is our goalie and the defense. I think we're going to be doing good this season.
All right, Kirill, hat trick, first star, 5-2 win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're back here. That was Kirill with the hat trick, giving Kenta some love as well too. Kenta played well. I call him the Russian nightmare, Kirill. So great job, Kirill, the hat trick. And the MPG. Game number 4 on the schedule was 5 major against Babel Option against Blood Red. Blood Red out there. You watched that game?
Yes.
And 5 major again, a team that a lot of people didn't think could be pro. I looked at them, they played well again. Blood Red got some scoring, and this time the other Russian Rocket, Boris, had the hat trick. Unassisted 3-goal hat trick, which is kind of weird. And Blood Red had to hold on to win that 1 goal. Any questions that game?
2 things. 1, you need to work on your nicknames. And 2, 5-minute majors, very good team. They are. I mean, you did take a lot of criticism for keeping them pro, but I think it's showing that when they do have a full roster, or at least even most of their roster, that they are a competitive team pro division. They won the rec championship for a reason, 2 seasons ago. So,
It was a great game. Finally, came back. 1-goal deficit. They couldn't quite tie it up. It was a great game to watch overall. The next game was our first exhibition game of the season, officially on the ice. Featured Nexus, the team that I drafted, versus the team that John Lobs drafted called Dead Sexy. We missed some players for Nexus, but no excuses out there. John Lobs' team played very, very well. The final score was Dead Sexy. And with Jenna in nets, we changed Jenna in nets, won 4-0 over Nexus, and Mel, her friend Mel, in nets for us. Us being Nexus in this case. Great game. I thought Mel played very, very well. She was catching more off in this game than Jenna was. She stood tall, played extremely well. I thought it was a pretty good game in general. And the MVP of that game actually was Tom Van Haren. Tom, though, your thoughts on the game? What's the game up to?
You know, I'm just liking the exhibition as a whole, but particularly that game the players are playing very well. I think people are taking exhibition more seriously, and I'm really enjoying the competitiveness of the division so far.
That's good. Let's see what the MVP of the game for that game, Tom Van Haren, who I was told just bought a stick an hour for game time, came back from Paris for a 2-month training assignment. Just came back, had 2 goals, 2 great goals in the game. Let's see what Tom has to say as a player of the game MVP, as videotaped with Tracy. Tom? All right, we're here with Tom Van Haren. Tom actually about maybe 2 days too late, but still MVP of the exhibition game between Nexus and Dead Sexy, correct?
Dead Sexy, that's correct.
2 goals.
Yeah.
I heard you bought a new stick. Is that the difference out there? You bought a brand new stick?
I'd like to credit the stick, and also I spent 2 months in training in the French Alps. Training for months.
That's you know what? It's gonna be a new streak out there. If you want to score goals, go to the French Alps for 2 months.
That's right.
Train
And,
French Alps.
you know, I came back refreshed, and I was ready to play. And you know, John put together a great team. He got a nice assist on the one shot he put in, and then the second one I just used the screen.
Awesome. Well, you know, French hockey, there's a connection there, so that works for me in this case. Actually, you had 2 good goals. Your first taste of the exhibition game for our club,
Outside of some pickup, some substitutions last time, but yeah, it's the first time I've been on
your impressions of the opening weekend?
The teams were evenly matched. You know, we had a 1-goal lead going into the third. It was 1-0, and then we sort of opened it up at the end. And then I think the teams are evenly matched, and we look forward to playing some of the other teams in the X division.
Great, and I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about your pro team. This season you're playing for the 5-minute major. Stole a point first week against Buckmaster, which is pretty impressive. Made a big comeback and lost only by 1 goal to Blood Red. So how do you feel about 5-minute major this season?
I think they're a great defensive team. You know, we put together a good run at the end, made it 5-4. Scored an extra attacker goal. Just couldn't put in the game tire, but I think good defense wins some championships and some games in this league. So
this week 5-minute major has 2 Jacks, no Coke as a feature game this week. Your thoughts?
It should be another good game.
I apologize. Not too. It's the Untouchables.
Oh, it's the Untouchables. Wow.
The 5-minute major is going to be one of our 4 feature games this week out there. So
I look to be back on camera next week with another interview as player of the game.
sounds good. We'll see you next week, Tom.